So you wanna be an actor? Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome back, my fellow thespians. I didn't say lesbians. Don't you get too excited. This is Adam, and this is So You Wanna Be an Actor. Last week, I talked a little bit about acting classes and having that confidence. And I was watching my videos, and the first two, they're alright, but what a snooze fest, right? What personality am I having when I talk about these videos? Boring. Nobody wants to watch that. So even me, I could learn from watching myself, seeing these videos. I thought it was kind of boring, good information, but a little on the boring side. So I wanted to make them a little more interesting, have a little more personality to it. I'm like a news anchor on here talking monotone, saying, hey guys, how's it going? Anyway, here's a lesson. So the main thing about acting is it's a business. You're an actor, you're an artist, you're all these things, you're whoever it is that you want to be because you're an actor. You could be whoever. But in the end, if you want to make it in this industry, it's a business. You got to treat it like a business, and you're a product. Who buys products? Consumers. Who are your consumers? The viewers. So, if you don't have an audience, if you don't have people that don't want to watch you, then you don't really have much to sell. And you're kind of just waiting out there on luck. So here's the funny thing, how I said earlier about thespians. Most people don't realize that thespian means actor. When I say that to people, very few of them realize that. I learned it when I was in high school and middle school when they had the drama club. I thought it was the most ridiculous thing ever. They had the drama club kids walking around with this stupid sign around their neck saying, I'm a thespian. And then, not only that, when people would ask them, what's a thespian? They had to sing this song, like, I'm a thespian, that's... Yes, I am. Some weird random song. I don't remember it exactly. I was just always thinking like, oh my God, how ridiculous is that? But looking back on it now, it is a pretty big thing for an actor to be able to have that confidence and that ability to not be embarrassed and nervous to sing a stupid song like that in front of people. Just to break out of your whole little shell and not just be this monotone person, how I get a lot of times too. And talk to you guys like this and say, hey guys, what's a thespian? I'll tell you what a thespian is. But anyway, back to that. Break out of your shell. Have a personality. And like I was saying, this is a business. You're a product. What do you want to do? Figure it out. You're a product. What are you selling? In acting, you have a bunch of things. You could be a bad guy, you could be a good guy, you could be the suave guy, sexy, weird guy, neurotic, crazy, evil, all these different things. So that's the thing. You'll be looked at as a certain way. And people will tell you, oh, I see you as this, I see you as that. And thing is, they're not the ones who are in charge of your career. If you want to be a bad guy, if you want to be the suave guy, then I suggest the first thing you start doing is you brand yourself as that person. You brand yourself as whatever it is that you want to be. And the footage that you get to make a reel, I guess we haven't really talked about that a whole lot, but making a reel, it's a little demo of your acting abilities and stuff. You want to have stuff that shows you as that person. Because here's the thing, and I've heard this advice from multiple people, from veteran actors, casting, they see thousands of people, especially now with the digital stuff. When they're looking for a specific role, it might not come up all the time depending on what you brand yourself as. But if you have such a good brand as that and you have all this footage to back up that you're the action guy, you're the action woman, the suave, whatever it is that I said earlier that you want to be, it's going to make casting's job that much easier when they see, oh wow, we're looking for this kind of person, and this person has all of that already built up. Like, call them in. It's gonna put you ahead of the game, trust me. Instead of being, because I know most actors, we have egos, and you want to be, oh, I'm an actor, I could play this, I could play that, I could do anything. And it's like, you're limiting yourself in the end. Of course, you could probably do it. Are other people going to see you as that? If they watch I never really understood it because people didn't explain it well to me, but they would tell you that. Have a reel with this and that, and show them that you could have a range. And then other people, which makes more sense because those people were probably in marketing and business. It's like if you have a product, you don't want people to be confused on what that product is. If you have a security camera, you want it to record and motion detect, and your main focus is security, so stuff like that. You don't want it to have, oh, this security camera has lights, it has this, it answers your door. People be like, what is all that? I'm confused. You want one thing, to do one job. So, like you, brand yourself as one type of thing that you really want to play. Figure it out. That's the tough part. Everybody wants to do all this stuff. Nobody wants to get, what's that word that they say? Nobody wants to get typecasted. Don't tell me what it is. No one wants to get, Jesus Christ, I can't even think about it. But we're going to cut that out anyway. And we're going to edit it in. And I'm going to say the exact perfect thing. But anyway, like I said, nobody wants typecasted. Nobody wants to get typecasted as a certain thing. And I could understand playing the same thing over and over all the time probably gets boring. But hey, it's a job in the end. You're making money for acting. If you get paid to be the bad guy, if you get paid to be the elf, if you get paid to be the fat stoner, whoever it is, then hey, I would take it up. Chances don't come around, the opportunities don't come around all the time. But the thing is, narrow your focus. Zero in on what it is that you want to be. Don't have this whole brand, or when people see you, they have 10 different headshots. They have your demo reel showing all these different types of acting, because I've heard that before. People have told me, they're like, I saw your acting reel and it's good, you're a good actor, but I just wouldn't know where to place you. You need to focus, you need to narrow it down to like what you want to play. And they would really be vague at a lot of the time when I first started showing people stuff, and it's like I just didn't understand it. Maybe I was just dense to the whole thing and thought I was one of those guys and had the ego and was like, I could play whatever, they'll cast me because I'm a great actor. But no, it's a business. You got to be able to sell your product. You're your product. Like I said, I got to keep pounding it in your head. Figure it out what you want to play. You want to play whatever it is, make everything that type of character. Your headshots, that's the whole thing. Headshots, all these things, it's like a whole nother thing. Like, I honestly don't even believe that headshots, people will argue all the time, but headshots are the same thing. They're to the person's liking. They're subjective. One person loves this picture, another person hates it, and it's ridiculous. It's a whole nother racket in itself, and I wouldn't want people to get too mixed up in that. I would say spend a decent amount of money on it, get some good ones, but make sure they're ones that reflect who you want to be. And chances are, like that, every time you get an agent or a manager or whatever it is, they're always going to want you to get new headshots, and it's this whole racket industry. But if you're smart about it, you could do it on a budget, you could get great quality stuff. Just look around, meet people. That's the whole part of networking, finding friends, finding whoever it is that are good at what they do and getting good quality stuff, getting good footage for your demo reel. But the main thing is branding. That's what I'm hitting on right now, is branding, focusing on what it is that you could play. And here's a prime example. So I always liked the bad guys in shows, movies, whatever. And I went to this casting director workshop. She wasn't even a full-on casting director. She was like the associate. She was pretty new to it. But for whatever reason, it got to me because my ego, I was reading for a bad guy scene. I thought I was cool playing this bad guy. She stops me. Like, out of everybody in the class, it seemed like she didn't like me. She picked on me, it felt like. And it got to me. And it was like I wanted to prove something to her. And right off the bat, she tells me, like, after the first, like, 3-4 lines, she just tells me, she's like, you can't play the bad guy. You don't look like a bad guy. You look too nice. I wouldn't cast you as that. And I should have stopped right there and been like, okay, you wouldn't cast me as it. That's you. You're one person. Like, I don't have anything to prove to you. But I got it in my head. I'm like, I'm going to show her. I'm going to do all this and prove to her that I could play this bad character and I would be the bad guy. And it's like, forget about it. She'd probably, who knows, maybe she was just picking on me because she liked me. She saw me and she's like, wow, who's this big stud that's walking in? And I'm so nervous and I just don't know what to say, so I'm going to be like those little schoolgirls and pick on him and make fun of his craft and all that. Maybe that's what happened. Maybe it didn't, but who knows? Who really gives a crap, right? The thing is, I don't have anything to prove. You don't really have much to prove to those people either. Just like her. She tells me no, so what? Other people see it, they like it. She's one person. Forget about her. You don't have proof. That's the thing. You got to get over stuff. Your ego. You can't let it get to you. You can't be the person that is letting all these things get to you. Like I said before in one of the previous talks is about you just got to let stuff bounce off you. You got to be able to take those no's. You got to be able to take the stuff and hear the things that you probably don't want to hear a lot of it, but people are going to tell you. And as many people are going to tell you that, there's probably just as many people that are going to tell you that you're great at that. But you got to do what you want to do. You got to play the characters you want to play. And yes, there's a certain type of person, like, for example, John C. Reilly, those type of character guys, like, they have those faces. But you got to see what your assets are. Like, if you're not the stud person, whatever, I guess it could work if you built yourself that way, but it's probably going to be a lot more work and a lot harder than if you capitalize on the assets that you have. Like John C. Reilly, I don't know, many of you probably don't know who that guy is. His character was Ernest P. Worrell. It was, Jim Varney. He was actually a great actor, used to do all this Shakespeare stuff. But everybody knew him as Ernest P. Worrell, and he did a goofy, like, had a brown hat, wore the same clothes all the time. He's like, hey, look at me, Vern. Hey, everybody. He was like backwoods hillbilly type, but dumb guy, or not dumb guy, but dumb character he played. He made tons of stuff, tons of appearances. He was on shows, on commercials, all kinds of things. And so that's the thing, is I gotta see how long I'm taking. I don't want to take forever. But, yeah, the whole thing is he capitalized on what he had going on. And anyway, main thing is branding. Focus on what it is that you want to play. Get your reel, get your headshots, get all your stuff focused on that one. Zero in, laser in focus. I wish I knew this when I first started. People didn't tell me. I was just doing whatever. But you want to focus on branding yourself as this person. Make it as easy as possible for whoever it is that's casting or doing what it is to cast you as that character that you want to play. And it's going to help you out a ton in the long run. So, don't let your ego get in the way. Don't take things too personal. Brand yourself. Focus in. I got to keep this short because I have so much to say. But anything, like, you guys have to ask me questions. You guys have certain questions you want answered. Please comment. Say whatever it is that you feel, and I will do my best to answer them all and give you some advice. It's free. I'm giving you my free advice, just sharing it with whoever wants to listen. So, once again, thanks for watching. Until next time, share, like, subscribe, and I will see you. Peace.